Hello friends, welcome back to My Hobby Home. My name is Cathy. Thank you for joining me today. I am doing something a little bit different. I thought, you guys know I'm making the Maker's Tote, and I told y'all I would come and do a tutorial for you guys. Well, the first thing of this is we need a materials list and what to look for and what to expect for cost. Some of this you may have in your stash, and if you want to make one, guys, this is what you're going to need. First, you're going to need to get your Maker's Tote pattern. Now, I paid $10 for this at Stitched and Faith Quilt Shop. This is Miss Ava's Quilt Shop in Mangham, Louisiana. And they had actually done a class on this bag, and Miss Ava's mother, Miss Sharon, had showed me her bag, and friends, I fell in love with it. So, you know, I am working on making the small bag right now. And I thought, you know, I need a second bag. So this is the back. It's got the zippered pocket on it here. You know, real easy pocket there. And then we have the pockets on the inside here. So I thought, well, let me go get the fabric to make the large bag, because the large bag will probably be easier to show you guys. Now, I will tell you the price that I'm giving you today. And I went and got all of this at Michael's on Sunday, because, you know, Hobby Lobby's not open on Sunday, and neither is my local quilt shop. And actually, Miss Ava's not open on Monday either, I don't believe. But so I went and got the fabrics, and friends, I'm just going to tell you, I'm sorely disappointed in Michael's and their cutting abilities. This is how my fabric was just wadded up and thrown for me to get it. And I don't even know that I have what I need. The first thing you need is your exterior fabric. This is my exterior fabric. You need 5/8 of a yard. I just told her to go on and give me a yard. I didn't want that being figured out, so I'm making sure. Yes, I did get a full yard on that one, but this is going to be my exterior. It's got those pretty little cherries on it. I actually wanted to do a black and white stripe for the outward pocket, and then I should have gotten that, and I could have done that also for my handles. But I didn't do that, friends. I did not do that. But this is my exterior fabric here. I thought that was really cute, the cherries on it. Now, the next fabric that we need is a lining. If this is the large measurements, friends, this is for the large. If you're going to do the small, it's a 1/2 yard for that exterior and 1 yard for your lining. Now, for the lining, I think it's 1 1/4 yard. And friends, this is the one I am terrified I do not have the amount that I need, because I have never seen anybody cut fabric this way, ever. And I mean, when I start, and I'll show you this here. Look at this. She was cutting paper and fabric with the same scissors, friends. I like to have had a heart attack. I mean, I don't know if you can see how jagged that is. It's sad. But I complained enough that they finally got them a good cutting table that's got the little metal groove, you know, to cut right down. Oh, this is the lining. I told her 2 yards, I guess, for the lining. 1 1/4 for lining. Yeah, somehow I got 2 yards for lining. So that's okay. I got 2 yards for lining. I guess the other one, the pocket fabric. Okay. So she was supposed to only give me 1 1/4 for this one, and she gave me 2. Maybe I used this for my accent as well. That may be right. I may have done this for my accent, but I'm not going to use this. Well, I may. This may be what I use for my binding in my handles. But I got 2 yards of this. And I'm going to tell you that probably is what I did. I probably got 2 yards of this to use, 1 1/4 for my lining, and then 1/2 yard for my accent fabric. It's very likely that's what I did. And this is going to be my pocket fabric. And I'm thinking this is the one that was 1 1/4. And y'all, this is the one that's 1 1/4. And I'm feeling like I don't have 1 1/4. Well, looks like I have 1 1/3. So I've got 1 1/4 in here. I was terrified, y'all. I was terrified because the lady was trying to rush, and I could tell she didn't know what she was doing. And then when she went back up, she went to the photo, like the framing areas. So, and y'all know the machines does the cutting for them up there, and they actually no longer cut the mats anymore. Like when you get matting done, they don't do that anymore. It's either cut already like that or you don't get it. Okay, so that's what you need. You need 5/8 yard for exterior. Now, once again, this is all for the large bag. 1 1/4 yards for your lining. 1 1/4 for your pocket fabric. 1/2 yard for your accent fabric. Your accent fabric is your binding and your handles. Now, like I said, I'm using the same fabric for my lining as I am my handles and binding. I'm sorry, y'all. Got a little choked up there. So next thing we need is fusible woven interfacing, or Pellon SF101, which is 20-inch wide, 1 1/2 yard. This here is 2 yards. This right here is 2 yards. So I'm good with 1 1/2 yards there. The next thing we need is a mid-weight interfacing, which is Pellon 809. That's your craft interfacing. I think that's what this one is. And friends, y'all can say, look, this was on a bolt. I would rather have bought it like this. They did have it like this, but it had a slash across it where somebody cut it with a box cutter, and it cut all the way through. And I was like, no, I don't think I want that one. So this right here, this is, it's called Decor Bond. This is the Pellon 809. You need a yard of that. And that's the mid-weight, fusible mid-weight interfacing. So we have that. Oh, I'm looking at this. Is that fusible? I don't feel the bubbles on it. It does say fusible. I don't feel, it feels real slick on one side, so that's okay. It says fusible, so we're good. Gonna lay that out of the way. And then the next thing you need is anti-soft and stable. And it says, or you can use Pellon Flex Foam 20 inches wide. Well, I got the Flex Foam. They did not have the anti-soft and stable. So this is what they had. This is what I got. Now, friends, I'm going to tell you this right here. This is Pellon, what's it called? Flex Foam. This was $17. $17 for one bag. Now, I don't recall what anti-soft and stable was, but I don't think it was that much. It might have been. But anyway, the Flex Foam, you need 1 yard of the Pellon. It says 1/2 yard of anti-soft and stable, or 1 yard of Pellon. It says 20 inches wide. And I'm guessing that's because you need to go longer than 20 inches is why you need the full yard. Now, this is what you're not going to hear. All of this here that I've already got and showed you, all of my Michaels haul, all of my fabrics, and all of my interfacings. Everything I need minus the zippers. Now, I did not purchase any type of clasp. I do know that in their clasp, they put like a magnetic snap right here on this. On the big bag, I may do that. And I will have to get with them to find out what they used. Because right here, it says additional supplies and tools. It tells you about things. It's talking about snaps, pinking shears, and all that. I don't see anything about a magnetic one. But I will get with them about that. Just these things alone. Now, of course, I had a 15% coupon that I used. $50.63. So, we're going to have a nice little bag here, but that's your first cost. Now, something else that I have ordered is my 18-inch jacket zipper. I had to order it with 2 pieces, $7.99 for the 2 pieces. My 10-inch non-separating zipper, the only way I could find that was either buy it in that 100 and something feet, and I only needed one. So I purchased a pack of 10 of the 10-inch non-separating zippers for $5.99. So my zippers are costing me right around almost 60 cents, 55 cents. And I've got, you know, my zippers. My zippers are ordered. So our total is ranging right at $62, $63 for just the supplies for the bag. Now, friends, I am going to bring you along. I am going to do a tutorial, a step-by-step. You're not going to watch me sew the whole thing. That's what this is. This is my tester bag. I am trying it all out. Another thing I am going to suggest that you have. I have this in supply here in my house. It is the 505 temporary adhesive, because when you put your front and your liner on that foam, you will want to spray base that. I did not do that, and I think it would have come out easier had I spray basted it and then just put my clips around it just to make sure the edge held, and then sew around it. Now, if you do not have this, this runs around $13 a can. This is a 7.2 ounce. I've had this since I started quilting. And I spray baste when I have to put it, when I do the quilting myself, I spray baste. So friends, this is our supplies. Now, I did not include the pattern cost in there, but if you don't have the pattern, you're looking at, let's see, $73 to make the bag. Now, being that I want this bag to go on retreat, and I've just about decided this is going to be for my grandbaby, for my granddaughter. I'm going to fill it at Christmas time with lots of little girl things in there for her. She loves bracelets. She's not so much a hair bow girl. She don't care for that, but she loves a purse, and she loves her bracelets, and she loves her cell phone, and she loves shades. She loves her glasses and necklaces and rings. So Gigi gonna bling out my little girl with her butterfly purse and maybe some butterfly rings. I may put her a pair of butterfly shoes in there, maybe another set of butterfly wings for her to wear and run around the house. But that is what we're going to do with my little tester bag. Hopefully I have my other bag done before the trip, and I may do a second small bag, so I'll have 2 to go on the trip with me. But right now, this is what I have. This is what it takes to do that maker's tote. So friends, I will be letting you know closer to time when I'm going to do that series, because I imagine it'll take me 3 days to break it down and to do it in 3 different videos. The first one, I will show you all the pieces that are cut out. I will show you all the interfacing that's cut out, and I will go on and put that all together, and then I'll show you, your layout with your pockets. We'll do those individually. And you will probably not see me. I'm going to try to take the camera and put it over me here so you guys can see every step and everything that I do. I do love making bags. I have one other bag out there that I kind of did a tutorial on and went in great detail how to make it, because it had a different bottom to it, and a lot of people were having trouble with that bottom, and I tried to make it easy. So friends, thank you so much for joining me and looking to see what we have going home. This is also a great little shopping haul, friends. So give me a thumbs up before you head out. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss a single thing. Feel free to leave a comment and tell me what you think. I do try to respond to each and every comment personally. And as always, until I see you again, I hope you have a very blessed day. Bye, friends.